Johnstone currently find themselves rock bottom of the Premiership table, and survival is the only thing on everyone's minds here. I'm at McDiarmid Park today to speak to Simo Valakari to see what he thinks about returning to Scotland, and he gives his thoughts on the remainder of the season. I'm delighted today to say that I'm joined by Simo Valakari. Simo, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Did you always have a feeling that you would end up back in Scotland?
That's always my dream, and I like the dream. But to get this chance, I was very, very happy and proud to get this chance. And I have to say, I've enjoyed every moment.
How much did you enjoy your time at Motherwell when you were here as a player?
Oh, of course. We need to understand, for me, to play part-time football in Finland, to come to be a professional in Scotland, very traditional, good league, to play for 4 years. You know, I enjoyed, and without this Motherwell experience, I would not made it to English Premiership. I would not made it to the MLS, and I still think I would not be here as a coach either. You know, so yes, it was big thing.
Would you say that the game has changed much in terms of when you're a player now that you're back as a manager?
Of course, it has changed a lot. You know, it has changed. You know, starting a little bit. You know, the behavior of the players. You know, how well you need to take care of yourself now. You know, off the field. You know, that's the one thing. And players are much faster, stronger, much more skillful. Of course, back to my time, you know, there was a lot of good things as well, good players. But as everything in the world evolves. But I have to say, still, what I like, you know, this Scottish league, still the same characteristics are there. You know, it's a very honest, hard-working league that you will find out if you don't put your heart and soul into the game.
Yep. And did you realise the enormity of the club like St Johnstone and the task ahead of you when you joined?
Of course, I knew it is a big club. It is a club in like a little bit, you know, need to do something. And the task in hand, yes, of course, I had very, very good talks with our owners, with the directors, and they explained the situation very clearly to me, and I knew 100% where I come, and still I wanted to come like, wow, this is the big opportunity, and as I said, I'm very proud to be here.
And how have you found? Obviously, it's like you have such a clear style of play. How has it been to sort of get the players to buy into that when, you know, there is the looming relegation battle in front of them as well?
Yeah, that's the big thing, because the players are the most important, and if they are not buying in what coach tries to tell them, tries to teach them, there is no future. But as I said, our players are very clever players, and yes, I know there has been a lot of talk about the philosophy, how we want to play. We want to play with the ball. I still believe this gives us the best chance to survive this relegation threat. Yes, there is a lot of things we need to do better, how we want to play. We still need to become a better, our decision makings, when is the right time, you know, to attract the pressure, play through the pressure, when is the right time, go a little bit, you know, maybe more vertical when the space is behind the opponent defensive line. But as I said, the players has been great, you know, from day one, and I would not teach them this philosophy of way of playing if I would not see and feel they can do that.
Of course.
They can do that.
And to play in a Simo Valakari team, what would you say are key qualities that you want a player to have?
It's very simple. I want honest players who has a very big work rate for the team, very big desire to play for the club, very big, you know, attitude, try to improve us as a team, and through that, you know, as an individual as well. And yeah, as I said, I want honest players. You know, for me, the mistakes, we all do them. You know, if they happen, you know, all the time, they are not a problem for us. It's what we do after the mistakes. Yes, we learn, but we go again, we try again, and these kind of players I want to have in my team.
You've seen a lot of players develop since you've come in, players like Mackenzie Kirk. How far do you think he can go specifically in the game?
Yeah, Mackenzie is a good example. It took a while to him, to understand what I want from my players. But when he understood it, that it's all about to have this big work rate every day in a training.
Yep.
And when you do that in a training, it transfers to the game. And Mackenzie as a striker, he's the most important thing as a striker. What you have, even now, a couple of games, he has not been scoring, but always he has these chances.
Yep.
He's there, and then he has the technical capability to finish those chances. He's a very good clinical finisher. He can finish with his head. He has different techniques to shoot. So I don't want to put any limits. I don't see any limits. How far he can go.
Obviously, you brought a lot of players in the January transfer market. What can they add to the squad, and how helpful can they be in this fight for survival?
Yeah, I think all the players what we brought in, they are good players with a good heart, and first of all, they wanted to be here. They wanted to be part of this our club and our situation, and what they can bring it to us. They bring their qualities, they bring their own characteristics, and yes, there has been a lot of talking about the new players, but at the same time, we need to understand we had good players here when I came here, but these players, they have been going through different parts. We need some fresh faces to help the players what we have here, and since we have got these fresh faces, all the players, they have picked up their form, and I'm very pleased with that.
And adding so many players also, you must love the fact that there's so much competition for places.
Yeah. And of course, and sometimes we knew that we need to bring more players in January, and actually I think some people might felt it a little bit frustrated why we did not bring all the players 1st of January. But actually the plan was that we knew that we need 5 to 8 players to bring in. It would have been very difficult to bring all 8 players first day of January and try to mix everyone in. So we get 2, 3 first, then we got 2 more, and then we get 2 more. So it was kind of progression here. And as you said it, to have this competition inside the team, it's very important, because our key to survive and our key to play good football is the training process, what we do every day on the training ground. That's why we need this competition to be every day.
And as a manager, how pleasing was it to have such backing from the board? The chairman saying that he wants you to be the manager for St Johnstone for a long time.
Yeah, of course. And but I felt it, not the backing, the first day, but I felt it about the owners. They have a vision, and the where they want to take our club, and of course to have this backing, this last month, it was very important, and we did everything that together, the owners, directors, they work very hard, sport directors, we work very hard together, so again, it was this collective effort to make our club better.
And is there a long-term and short-term strategy in place in terms of if you were to go down this year to bounce straight back up?
Yes. Or short term now, we need to win, football matches to give us a chance to survive. But of course, because the owners they are very clever, they understand, they have this plan, they have this plan, they have this plan. If this happens, then we do this. If this happens, then we do this. But the common thing for all of this plan is we want to make our club better. We want to improve our club, however it is then. But we need to, that in 2 years' time, we are in a stronger, a better position what we are now. So that's the plan for everyone.
And to take you back, when you played, what would you say, or who would you say is the best player you played with during your playing career and played against in your playing career?
I have to say, I have played with many good players, and I have played, with many against many good players. But to name one, it's very difficult. But I have to say, to bring a little bit, the Finnish, the best player I have played, Jari Litmanen.
Okay.
Jari Litmanen. So he's a Finnish, legend. He's very, very good. But if I can name, here in Scotland, to play against Rangers Celtic players, play against Paul Gascoigne, play against Henrik Larsson, top players. So lot of good players.
And finally, going into the next 12 games, obviously very nerve-wracking for St Johnstone fans. What would your message be to them?
Be yourself, as they have been. They have been supporting the team. They have been supporting the club. They have showed the frustration and anger when it needed to, but at the same time, they have showed their support and happiness when needed to. So, only thing what I ask, be yourself, and then together we get wherever we get.
Amazing. Simo, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
your
very
time
much.
and best luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.